Good morning! I could sit there and watch those for hours. Good morning! It's Monday, and today I'm not in my car, I'm in the wife's car. Why are you in the wife's car? Because I am gonna take it to go get gas. Good morning, Laura! I thought I saw Babs on here this morning. She was talking to me, so maybe she's here, maybe she's not. I don't know. But thanks for hitting that thumbs up. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you, yes, gas is very important. I hope you all are having yourselves a fantastic day. It has been a very, 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 very long time since I've gone live in the morning. I'm going and I got no coffee yet. Oh, it's horrible. And it is 7:30 in the morning, which means I'm late. But it's okay, it's Monday, so I really just don't give a crud. I'll be honest with you, I just don't really care. I'm like, yeah, I'll get there when I get there when I get there, you know what I mean? Yes, it's daylight. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Our wonderful government, I think, our government has decided that we need to save daylight. They're not saving anything. Actually, they're really kind of, in my opinion, making things worse. Yes, it's light in the morning. I don't care about the morning light. I can drive to work in the dark. The problem is they're stealing the light from the evening. Oh, I think it's crazy. It's like, why? You know, things that you have in the evening are more important, I think. You know, dark around 5:30 is more, well, it's kind of make more sense than dark around 4:30. It just makes more sense. And, you know, the kids get home from school, they want to go out in the backyard and play. They can't. It's dark now. You know, or, well, gosh forbid, coming around the end of the year, this year it's going to be December 21st. It's the shortest day of the year. Man, they come home from school. Well, that's winter break, but they come home from school and it is dark outside, or they're walking home in the dark. And it's like, especially those Alaskans and Canadians. I don't know if the Canadians do this or not, but I know the Alaskans. They don't do it either. I don't think the Alaskans do daylight saving, and they're smart. Could you imagine? So instead of 2 hours of daylight, say around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, instead they would do it at like 10, 11, I don't know, whatever. So anyways, good morning to everyone. I'm driving to work, and I don't do that on this channel very often, so hey, go figure that out, right? They do the daylight savings. Man, they are nuts. Whatever. Canada. So garden. That's what this is, right? This is a gardening channel, so let me talk about what's not happening in my garden. So the more and more I play this out in my mind, the more, you know, like what I want to do next year and how I want to do it. It's this time of year, I'm usually like really excited about trying to plant something new outside and adding something new and doing something new. And the more I think about it, the more I just want to simplify the whole thing. I don't know if I'm burned out from gardening. I've been doing it since I don't think I am, because I've been doing it since I was like 6 or 7 years old, maybe even younger with my mom. I don't think it's that. You know, it's part of who I am. I think a lot of it's got to do with where I'm at, my location in the space. After going in and discovering what my weather conditions are like where I'm at, I don't get a whole lot of sunlight, and if it is, it is more of a shady, partial sun. And, you know, I'm thinking, you know, I just don't want to have to deal with moving dirt anymore. I don't want to think about buckets anymore. I don't want to think about any of it. So the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking, I think I'm just gonna beautify it all and simplify it down to the basics, so then that way when we leave next year, it can just remain where it's at and just stay where it's at, and not have to be super modified. And I just don't want to have to pick up buckets of dirt and carry buckets of dirt to our new place and that kind of thing. So unfortunately, I'm really starting to think about, I'm gonna garden, but I'm thinking about revamping the whole thing. 5-gallon buckets this year are out, I think. I'm really thinking about ixnaying the 5-gallon buckets. I won't get rid of them. I'm gonna stack them up around the corner of the house and put them away for the year. But I'm really considering the idea of planting 90% of it in the dirt and just really simplifying it. I don't know. My gut just telling me that's what I need to do. Along the fence line there, I was going to plant tomatoes. I still could, I guess. But my thought is, well, then in the fall, when it's time to clean up, then I've got more work I got to do. I got to clean up and rip all that stuff out. So I'm thinking, instead of planting something I'm going to rip out, I'm thinking about maybe a row of blueberries across the fence line, or something along those lines, where you can go in and harvest them and pick them every year, and you never have to really do anything. Just you plant them once and you forget about them. And blueberries around here are very very rugged if you take care of them the first year and make sure they're tucked away with wood bark or chips. And so that's what I'm thinking. In between the wall and the fence there is really just amend the soil like crazy and put in possibly blueberries. I was thinking raspberries, but the problem with raspberries is they like to travel, and they can be kind of invasive, especially over about 3 or 4 year period of time. They really can just take over, and I'm not so worried about them taking over on our side, but rampaging and taking over the neighbor's backyard and going over the fence, going across the fence. So I don't think that'll be something I put in, but something small and cute, maybe something that flowers, but will stay fairly small in front of the wall would be kind of cool. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to figure it out. Who knows, in a month's time, when it comes to the garden, I might completely change my mind. And yeah. Well, hello, Babs. Wow, I got 4 people in here. That is crazy. I think that's the highest I've ever been, is 4 people in here. Good morning. Oh my gosh, so I got Laura here. I got Babs here. Ooh, there's 2 people. I can't tell who it is. Who's here? Someone throw a name up. Who's here? Laura, Babs. Simon here? Esther is here. Yay. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in a long time. Cool. Well, welcome. I'm glad. I'm hoping you all are having yourselves a wonderful morning. It is going to be a beautiful day here on the east side of Washington State. I learned something new today. Well, last night on Jeopardy. And it wasn't a current Jeopardy, it was one I was watching on YouTube. So apparently, Washington State is the only state that has to say it's a state. Because you're not going to really talk about, hey, where are you from? Oh, Texas State. Or Virginia State. I'm from Virginia State. Not really. Not really. It'd be weird. Where are you from? Oh, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona State. Oh, although we have to say it's state. Why do we say we're from Washington State instead of Washington, oh, I don't know, D.C.? No, we're not from the District of Columbia. We're on the other side of the country. The bigger place. I thought it was funny. So, I'm going to bring in more wood chips, I think. We'll go back to the garden. Backtracking now. I'm going to bring in more wood chips, especially around the back area. It needs a little bit more wood chips. And up underneath the stairs needs to be cleaned out and put more wood chips underneath there. Make it a little more prettified. And yeah, I'm just going to make it prettified. It's going to be very simple. I've got a couple of more self-watering buckets that I'm going to build. I love the idea of doing self-watering buckets, and then I'll have like thyme and mint and basil and all that kind of stuff in there, and it'll be really nice to be able to go through and get that. And they're low maintenance and they come back year after year. But if you have any ideas, anybody has any ideas of anything that's non-invasive and that I could put in that small, like 11-inch space in front of the wall, I'm totally open to ideas. And if you come up with it later, let me know later. But I'm trying to figure it out, and I just can't. I can't put my finger on what I should put down in that long space. I don't want anything like strawberries, because strawberries are runners and you have to maintain strawberries up here. We get so cold that if you don't do something with them in the fall, cover them up or do something with them, they don't come back. They rest in peace and not come back, which is really sad. A lot of berries, unfortunately, especially ground cover berries, a lot of them are like that here. If you don't cover them up or put something over them, then they die. Well, we miss you too, sweetheart. It has been a while, I know. I don't get a chance to come up here on my channel very often. Well, it's not that I don't get a chance. I've been suffering from lack of enthusiasm or interest, or it could be a little bit of depression. I don't know. It's just, fall's not my favorite time of year. It is rhubarb. That might actually be a great idea. Nice one, Laura. Rhubarb. I could do that. And it'll come back after year, it dies back on itself. That's a great idea. And my father-in-law loves rhubarb. That's a great idea. Maybe I'll get like 3 different varieties and put them in there. See, I'll see if there's a dwarf variety. A dwarf variety would be really kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. I'll put that one on the back burner and think about that one. So now's the time to order all of my what do they call them? Rhizomes, or whatever they're called. A root system. It's a good idea. Yeah, just things that get crazy, you know. You guys are my loyal viewers. You guys watch me all the time, and you're really up to date on what I'm doing. I have another channel I do as well, where I do this driving to work thing, and I don't always talk. It's not all about gardening. It's about my life and everything else in it, and the craziness and everything. But it's called Mr. Positive. If you go to if you're on the computer and you go to my main front page, under channels, there'll be a link over there for Mr. Positive. That's the easiest way to find it. Otherwise, you have to look for my pretty face. But yeah, I spend, usually I try to spend Thursday through Friday over there. Sometimes I miss a day. It just I will record a video in the morning and then upload it. I don't do a live feed like I do here, but yeah. Oh, speaking of live feeds, okay, so this is not something I normally I look for or watch. I'm not a huge Katy, like I couldn't tell you what a Katy Perry song was, to be honest. I couldn't tell you. But I was on YouTube, and YouTube suggested this video for me to watch, and it's more like a documentary kind of thing. It was really weird, but it was about Katy Perry and her new album that came out. It's called Witness, and I'm really promoting it, but because I've never really heard the music that is on it. But I thought it was just really fascinating that she did a countdown, a 1-hour countdown to her CD release. Crap. Why did I stop here in these damn turn things? I don't know. A 1-hour countdown to the CD release, and then immediately after that, she didn't tell anybody apparently. She planned on like 3 or 4 days or something like that of being live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, being live. And so they built this house studio thing for her, and it was really kind of cool. It was where she just kind of, it was like, what's the name of that show that used to be on? Big Brother. It was a lot like Big Brother. It was really interesting. I didn't watch, the live version. I watched the edited version of those 3 days or whatever it was. And I have a much higher respect for Katy Perry now. I not that I didn't have a respect for her, because I just didn't know her. I didn't know anything about her. And the whole thing was just really interesting, and they spent so much money on the set and everything for it. I mean, it was like a little TV show, but it was like live on YouTube, and it was really interesting. And the first thing that popped in my head was this is the future. This is the future of YouTube. Is live all the time. I mean, we already have what's his name, Babs? The guy that does the ducks. He's live pretty much all the time. Was it 50 ducks in a swimming pool or something? Or I think it's something like that. But anyways, he's live all the time. So I think that's the future. Oh, hot tub. 50 ducks in a hot tub. And so he's always going and going and going. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's the future. It's like that that movie with what's his face in it. I'm losing track because I'm totally off topic of what I was thinking about talking about. But there's this movie where I can't remember either. But got a camera on yet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, continuously. I think that's the future. I really think it is. So I love you. Mwah! I love you all very much. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really, really do appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You guys are really amazing. And I was gonna just shoot a video and then put it up like I did last time, but I thought, no, I'll see who's available and who's there. I just hit 5! I got 5 viewers! Give me thumbs up! Oh my gosh, that's so awesome! Tap, 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 tap. Thumbs up. Tap, 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 tap. I appreciate everybody hanging around with me and showing interest. You guys are really You guys are true friends. It's pretty cool. I wish we all lived in the same area so that we could all go out for lunch one time. It'd be kind of cool. But I just want to say thank you so much for being here and giving some interest to my world and my life. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all so very, very, very much. I have to get in there and get my day going. And I don't want this to end because it's pretty cool. But as far as next year, I might as well tell you, y'all are my biggest fans. As far as next year goes, I don't know what's gonna happen as far as videotaping and YouTubing and all that kind of stuff. I was thinking about shooting everything live next year. That's why, one of the reasons why I'm bringing all this other stuff up. I've been thinking about it for like the last 5 or 6 months now, about going live and doing next year only live on this channel, and seeing how that would work. So anyways, thank you so much. Bye for now, you guys. Have a wonderful and fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye for now.